if I was this particular charity, Mind, that's it, it's Mind, a registered charity over here in the United Kingdom, I would be very concerned with this particular association. You see, let me explain. We mentioned this a few months back now, and it was all about this particular company, E.ON Energy, right? E.ON now, I'm not quite sure, they've got many abbreviations. Now, imagine receiving an email a couple of days ago to basically say, because you're now £13 in arrears, that they're going to be putting your bill up by £40 a month without any discussion. It's simply happening. This is what happened to a lady of a certain age. And this is the story I want to bring to you about why this is imperative this sort of thing gets out in the public domain. Let me explain. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Well, I'm sorry, we'll have a lovely quick wave. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're keeping warm. As many people know who watch the show on a regular basis, I'm very angry for all of those ladies and gentlemen that have had their winter fuel allowance removed. All the while, of course, MPs in second and third homes have their heating and electric paid for by you, the great British taxpayer. But of course, it's the electricity and gas companies now that are under the spotlight. Only 2 days ago, after receiving this particular letter that they were £13 in arrears, they're then told that from the 1st of January their price of heating and gas is now going to go up. Happy New Year from E.ON, right? But here's where it gets really fascinating, and I wanted to share this with you because I want to explain your rights to you so you understand what you can do. You see, E.ON decided that because this particular person was £13 in arrears, just £13, right, that now they were going to put this up to £40 extra a month. No discussion. Now, here's where it gets interesting. I spoke to a gentleman on the phone called Liam, and this will all be recorded. I pointed out to him that this can really trigger off terrible situations like mental health. Imagine you're living at home alone and suddenly you think, I don't have this £40. Will you then now not put the heating on and literally start to think to yourself, start to freeze, maybe start not to eat meals, all of that sort of stuff because you're worried about payment? Remember, this company, their backing is from a mental health charity called Mind. There's reams of information on their website about what a caring charity they are and indeed what E.ON do to help people who might struggle. Well, this is what they do. If you look further down the line, as I say, this particular increase is simply not up for discussion. No, it automatically goes up. And if you try and block that, well, then they just put you on a different tariff, which could be higher than the fixed tariff that you've got. You got all of that. Now, this, as I say, is a terrible situation for people of a certain age to be in. For any age, in fact, you know, it can trigger anything. If you're suddenly out of work through no fault of your own and you suddenly think, how am I going to pay this? These are the companies that are making incredible profits, but the government are simply not taking to task. You know, if you can think about it this way, this particular individual lives in an area where they're surrounded by all of these hotels with illegals, with migrants pouring in, living rent-free, fully heated, fully mealed, and with some spending money too, all the while they're pondering, can they actually survive themselves? My question to the charity would be, is this the sort of company that you truly should be associated with? Simply because, when you think about it, this is not a very good match. Now, it'd be very hard to find a company that you could match this to. And this has always been my argument with particular charities. You see, Mind, as I said, talk a lot, and it's all about assisting and being kind and mental health, and I applaud them for that. But of course, if you're getting emails like that from a certain age and you're suddenly told your money's going up because we believe you owe £13 and now we're just going to slam up your monthly bill, it doesn't really fit well, or indeed bode well, does it? I'd love to know what you think, and if you've had any similar experiences, please do, of course, comment respectfully in the box below. And if you can, like and share. This story really needs to get out there and show exactly the sort of tactics they're doing to individuals who really have no idea about how it operates on the internet. And by the way, it's even harder to try and get somebody face to face, but I did. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.